Hello everyone, welcome to the Edumental. In today's class, we are going to study poem The Laburnum Top. This poem is written by Ted Hughes. It is about a repaying relationship between the laburnum tree and the goldfinch bird. The tree is yellow, silent and death-like and is made alive by the bird and her young ones. The yellow bird has her shelter on the tree where she feeds her young ones, but as soon as bird leaves to fly in the sky, the tree becomes silent and death-like again. Now, let's start with the poem. The laburnum top is silent, quite still in the afternoon. Yellow September sunlight. A few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. In the above lines, the poet says that he saw a laburnum tree whose leaves were yellow. The tree's top is still and silent in the daytime of September month. It is autumn season and all the seeds of the tree had fallen. The poet has used the word yellow for leaves and sunlight. Yellow symbolizes silence, death, and beauty. He describes the whole scene of the tree with this color. सितंबर की आफ्टरनून में जो लैब्रेनम ट्री है, लैब्रेनम ट्री की टॉप जो है वो बिल्कुल शांत है. वहाँ पे सिर्फ येलो लीव्स हैं जो एक गिरी हुई है, मतलब ऑटम का सीजन है इसलिए. Till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end, then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt. She enters the thickness and a machine starts up of chitterlings and a tremor of wings and trillings. The whole tree trembles and thrills. Goldfinch is a small singing bird with yellow feathers on its wings. So in this lines, a goldfinch bird comes to end the death-like scene of the tree and makes a sudden chirrup. Chirrup means a bird making repeated high-pitched sound. The bird, while being rapid, alert and precautions like a lizard, sits on the branches of the tree. As she moved towards the thickness of the branch, her younger ones started chirping and doing vibrations with wings, making a sound like a machine. Because of the movement of the bird and her young ones, the tree starts to shake and thrill. The poet has given two opposite scenarios of the tree. The tree first being death-like and still and then giving life and shelter to bird and her young ones. जैसे ही गोल्डफिंच उस साइलेंट ट्री पर आई तो वहाँ का साइलेंट ब्रेक हो गया. वहाँ पे वो चिरपिंग करने लगी और उसके यंग वंस भी. It is the engine of her family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her bared face identity mask. The laburnum tree and the goldfinch bird is a engine of her family. She provides food to her young ones and moves to the other branch end. Her dark-colored striped face is visible as her body is yellow colored and hides behind the yellow leaves of the tree. Then with airy, delicate whistle chirrup whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite and the laburnum subsides to empty. After reaching the end of the branch, the bird makes a sweet chirping sound just like whispering and flies away towards the infinite sky. It again makes the laburnum tree silent and death-like. So, in this poem, जो laburnum tree है वो एकदम साइलेंट है, वहाँ पे सब येलोइश है, लेकिन गोल्डफिंच बर्ड जब उस पे आके बैठती है तो वहाँ की साइलेंट ब्रेक हो जाता है और वहाँ पे वो उसकी आवाज़ों से गूंजने लगता है. सो जब एक एंड पे आने के बाद, ब्रांच एंड पे आने के बाद जब वो बर्ड वापस स्काई में उड़ जाती है, उसके बाद वो ट्री वापस से उसी एम्प्टीनेस, उसी साइलेंस में चला जाता है. In this poem, some poetic devices are used. First one, alliteration, means repetition of a consonant sound at the beginning of two or more consecutive words. The instance of alliteration in the poem are September, sunlight, tremble and tree. So alliteration means जहाँ पे सेम साउंड्स आते हैं. ये पोएटिक डिवाइसेस और भी पोएम्स में फाइंड किए जा सकते हैं और इन पे क्वेश्चंस भी बन सकता है. नेक्स्ट वन, सिमिली, कंपैरिजन बिटवीन टू थिंग्स यूजिंग लाइक और एज. जिन सेंटेंसेस में लाइक और एज यूज होता है वहाँ पे सिमिली पोएटिक डिवाइस यूज हुआ होता है. एग्जाम्पल, स्लीक एज अ लिजर्ड. थर्ड वन, मेटाफर, an indirect comparison between two things. Generally, a quality is compared. Like in, she enters the thickness and the machine startups. The noise created by the movement of the bird is compared to machine noise. Now, it is the engine of her family, showing her bared face, identity, mask. Fourth one, personification. This attribution of personal nature characteristics to something non-human. Example, the whole tree trembles and thrills. Fifth one, transferred epithet. The figure of speech where the adverb is transferred to another noun. Example, her bared face, identity, mask. So in this poem, all these poetic devices are used. So this poem shows a relationship between a tree and a bird, जो उस ट्री का साइलेंट ब्रेक करती है और वापस उड़कर उस ट्री को उसी साइलेंस में छोड़ जाती है. थैंक यू.